Aruba is one of the Lesser Antilles Islands located in the southern Caribbean Sea. The island is located miles off the coast of Venezuela. The first inhabitants of Aruba are believed to be the Quechua Indians of the Arawak tribe from the South American mainland. They migrated to Aruba from Venezuela to run away from attacks by the Caribs. They had the best soil and produced yucca and corn. They also made fine, well-crafted pieces and coarse pottery. At this time, they only had what the sea and plants provided for them. Their clothes were made out of straw and grass. They had hats made out of sticks and leaves, and necklaces made out of seashells. Before colonization, the Quechua Indians were fishermen and hunter-gatherers. They depended on the sea for their survival and used roughly flaked tools made of shells and stones. They lived very peaceful and comfortable until 1499 when a Spanish explorer named Alonso de Ojeda discovered Aruba and started the colonization of the island.
The Spaniards took over the land in hopes of two things. One, a land for plantation to grow things, and two, in hopes of finding gold. The origin of the island's name comes from the Spanish phrase oro huba, which means there was gold. But in fact, no gold was ever found by the Spanish on the island. When they realized that the land wasn't good for plantation due to lack of rain, and that the island didn't have gold, the Spanish decided to split the Americans and send some to Haiti and the rest to Dominican Republic to work on other plantations as slaves. As slaves, they were forced to work in copper mines and become laborers for cattle and horse breeding operations. Aruba stayed under Spanish control for 137 years, between 1499 until 1636, before the Dutch took the island from the Spanish and Aruba was once again colonized. The Dutch colonization style was very different compared to other colonizations of Aruba. They showed no interest in introducing their language, culture, or religions in their colonies. The Dutch had one main goal for Aruba, and it was making a profit from trading and mining salt. They also made the Americans hunt down animals and use them for fur trading. The Dutch focused more on the upbringing of the island as a whole. They built a government system that was a parliamentary democracy and part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. A governor appointed to a 6-year term by the Dutch crown is the formal head of government and a representative of the reigning monarch of the Netherlands. The Dutch colonization really structured Aruba to what it is now. The Dutch government established a tourism commission to make it a source of employment. They started the whole trading and tourism upbringing that Aruba is all about today.
After colonization, Aruba is heavily dependent on imports and is making efforts to expand exports to improve its trade balance. Almost all consumer and capital goods are imported, with the US, the Netherlands, and Panama being the major suppliers. Tourism and related industries have continued to grow, and the Aruban government is working to attract more diverse industries.
Since all the colonization and mixing of ethnicities, the Aruban people are. This plays a big part in their culture because it's so diverse with different aspects of culture. Their music is alike Spanish. The way they dress and their colors are like the Haitians. Also, their whole structure and language is like the Dutch. Aruba is a very culturally unique island. They have festivities that include like days of the flag and anthem. Aruba also celebrates a yearly carnival that lasts a whole month where they celebrate and express their love for their country and who they are. Aruba is rich in history and culture and enjoys one of the highest standards of living in the Caribbean. It is an attractive location for people to live. It is very safe and well organized and politically stable.